Okay, so let's go ahead and cover the Insurance Follow-Up Center. In TPS, you have the ability to track down carrier charges that are outstanding over a certain amount of time. Maybe the bills got rejected and you need to send them out again. Maybe you never heard anything from the carrier and you're just following up on that. But either way, you're following up on outstanding carrier charges. So let's go ahead and get started. We can enter the Follow-Up Center a couple of ways. We can click this boxing glove here with the INS on it for the Insurance Follow-Up Center. Open this folder right here and then click Insurance Follow-Up Center. Or, as we're creating our bills, when we select a new billing batch, we can go to Billing Type, Manual Rebill, and then click Create Bills. And then we're taken to the Follow-Up Center here. Here in the Follow-Up Center, we have a couple of options. We can denote what kind of insurance level we want to be following up on or billing for, primary, secondary, or tertiary. We can run a list of all our carriers or even those with specific criteria. If I click this option, you'll notice that these no longer grayed out and we can check these boxes off. Only carriers with balances 1 to 30 days, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, and over 90 days. Essentially, I'm picking almost all my carriers by selecting all of these, so maybe I just want the 61 to 90 days. I would leave these alone. It would only pull up carriers who have balances within this kind of date range. Over here, we can include no carrier amount due services, that is, services that don't have a carrier charge, or we can exclude cases that have no assignment attached to them. Here we can check the balance and billing history, which you usually want to leave on. Here we can print a list of the carriers that we pull up, and then finally when we're ready, we can click the Select Carriers button, and that'll bring up our list. Let's just go ahead and do it for all carriers for now. On the primary level, click Select Carriers. And here in this top half, we can see a list of all of our carriers. As I click them, patients with outstanding balances associated with their claims will appear, who are also associated with the insurance company. Let's go ahead and search Blue Cross, and we'll go ahead and select Robert here. And you'll notice that when I select the line, this second tab now populates with information pertinent to his claim. We have details for Blue, Robert, Claim 1, etc., etc. Clicking this tab will show the outstanding services that need to be collected on. Scrolling all the way to the left, we can see how many days this is overdue, 426. Here we can see the business associated with it, the billing provider, the visit date of the actual service, description of that service, CPT code, the total amount charged, and then the carrier portion, how much they've paid so far, so we still need to collect $4 from them. The original bill date, any amount that's been paid will be noted here with a paid date. And then we have the bill checkbox column, and then the original batch it was located, its original bill number, the amount that was billed, and then finally the billed carrier, which will be the same carrier that we clicked on to get to this screen in the first place. Now this will show anything outstanding, and we can filter that out a little bit further by clicking this checkbox here that says show only transactions that have been billed already. Typically, if you haven't even run a single billing batch for a particular service yet, you don't need to be following up on it. So if we click this, it'll get rid of anything that we don't need to see in regards to services that haven't been billed yet. Down here we have a section for notes in regards to the follow-up. By clicking the plus button once in this tab at the top here, we can create a note for this particular service. You'll see that the date and time entered is filled out with the current date and time, and then I can type in any kind of note here if I want. Here I can leave a note in regards to this particular service, saying something along the lines of call insurance company 7 days from now, and I could put a date in here, such as 0905, which is 7 days from now, and a message will be generated for this patient as we approach the 5th. I can add more notes by continuing to hit the plus button at the top here, with the oldest one at the bottom and the newest one at the top. Now, if I want to bill this service out again, I would check the bill column checkbox right here, and a new button will appear in the middle called Save Manual Bill Data. If I'm ready to create a new bill with these services, I can click this button and a pop-up will appear saying that a certain amount of transactions were included in the manual bill. Clicking OK will close that window, and I can look up other patients under different carriers by going back to this initial tab, or if that's all I needed to do, I can close the window out here. And then a billing batch will be brought up with the bills that I've selected to be billed again. Here we can see that Robert Blue for the $50 charge is here. We can preview it, and here we have our bill. Down here we show the amount that's already been paid, noting that we only want to collect $4 from the carrier. And then if I need to, I can print it out and send it along. And that's pretty much it for the follow-up center. It's very simple but very useful.